Hello, welcome to the Sibs and Smut podcast, where taboo is the topic and the tea is hot. I am Jordan,
I'm Maddie.
and today we're going to be talking about Taurus Season by Bryn Weaver.
Jen Weaver. Love
Love
her.
this. I'm just going to show the book off for a millisecond or
Yes,
two.
yours is so
Look at this.
pretty. I love
Got
that.
some limbs, got some limbs, really pretty. And then the detail on the inside here is
Oh,
Cape
I
Carnage.
freaking love the map.
Welcome to Cape Carnage. And then there's like
Beautiful.
a little bit here.
Ugh,
Oil. So pretty. So
this
I
book.
really love,
I
I'm
love the
so happy I
map.
was able to get this.
I love the edges. We'll get into it, but like craft a corpse. Love the edges.
Mm-hmm. Do. Should I just hold the book the whole time? Like,
Just hold the book the whole time.
la,
Da,
da,
da, da, da, da,
da,
just read it.
da. So yes, but yeah.
Why we talk
So
about Bryn Weaver all the time? That
yeah,
woman is a freaking genius.
fabulous writer. Has the best like horror comedy I've ever read, and horror
Right?
comedy but spicy, like
Yes,
with
but
sweat
like
at the same
it's
time. It's like
so
it's
good.
so good how she does it. Um, So let's get into it. So
Let's
your
get into
thoughts
it. We're gonna
first.
have
You go first.
we'll have spoilers, so let's just throw that out there
Oh
now.
yeah, for sure.
Read the book
Spoilers.
first and then come listen to us digest it because it's amazing.
There's a
So
lot
good.
going on.
Oh,
There's
this
oh, what you
book.
definitely have to read the other books though. You have
Yes.
to read the other. This is not really a standalone. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But it's definitely like,
There's a backstory that you're gonna want to know.
yeah, that's very, very important to know. At least read the
Very
first
important.
book.
Yes.
At least read Butcher and Blackbird. Read that one. There's some backstory there that'll really fill in some stuff for Taurus season.
Yes, a lot.
So, all right. Spoilers. Here we go. Your turn.
Spoilers. Oh my God, this book. Just so freaking good as everything that she writes. I love everything about it. I love the map. That will help for people that can't, visualize things. Loved the map. Um, I want a pet crow. I
I
can't tell you how many times I've gone around saying pretty murder bird to people, and
they just were like, huh? Uh,
if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry for you. But it's amazing from the very beginning. This whole book, I glued to it because there's people that you're like, I don't think it's who they think it is, but I don't know who it is. And just reading it and oh, so good.
so we'll just start by saying that this is a town out in the middle of the ocean, essentially. Welcome to Cape Carnage is just an island with a very unique name, and they kind of build on it. So they have like a Cape Carnage. I forget what it's called. I think it's like the Dead Festival or something like that. And
Something
they
like
go out.
that.
They
Yeah.
go all out with the themes. Like some of their shops are like the what was the
The
corpse?
craft a corpse
The Craft a
where you
Corpse is
can
a
go buy fake blood. I just love it. Craft a corpse because they're doing there's like a Ink
race.
Dead Day or whatever. There's a
Yeah.
race of like a soapbox, not soapbox derby, but like a car, like little
Coffin race, I think.
coffin
Something like
race,
that.
and you make your own little go-kart and go. Um, and boy, do they go all out. Like streamers, dead body parts, skeletons, freaking, I'm so here for it. It's such an aesthetic, and it is, I want to live in this town.
Honestly, it's like Bryn Reaver is the female version of Tim Burton.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's what it just made me think of. It's like it's kind of like Wednesday, and I was like, you know what? It's like the Tim Burton version, but like female. And that's basically what it is.
With more humor.
Yeah, way more humor and way more spice. So
I love that comparison.
so Harper, the main character that you meet, is the female lead. She has a very interesting side hobby of making sure to keep their little old town safe because it is a huge tourist town. That's kind of the
Yes.
deal, tourist
And
season.
it hadn't always been that way.
Hmm.
And yeah. So now
But
she's taken the responsibility of protecting the town, because her good friend Arthur asked her to.
Yes, because Arthur did it before her.
Yeah. I will
He,
say,
that poor guy.
what speaking of Arthur, trigger warning. Arthur has Alzheimer's. And I really love that she was able to take something so real and something that so many people struggle with and being a caretaker for somebody that cannot care for themselves. Um, and showing that relationship. I mean, I don't have anybody in my life that has Alzheimer's, but I do have a special needs child. So like the caregiver relationship there, and to see that in a book, I loved. However, that is a very difficult thing to go through if you
Hmm.
are being a caretaker for somebody that is, needing memory care. So be aware of that going in if that's something that is going to be triggering for you.
Yeah, I actually identify with that a little bit because my I do have a couple relatives that are fading with memory. And
Yeah.
so it is hard. And I don't necessarily am a caretaker for them, but I have helped. And my
Yeah.
mom's been more of a caretaker lately for that. But it's been difficult. So I really understood her aspect on it when that was shown and they talked about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to dive too deep into that without going in about
No, I just wanted to give the trigger warning real quick so that people
so
know.
what happened is Harper's not from this island either. She came in like I think 4 or 5 years ago and met Arthur, and then they have had a relationship since then, like a father-daughter
I
type
want
thing.
to say almost like a pseudo father-daughter,
Yeah,
because Arthur had a
like
daughter that he
mentor and
lost.
mentee slash father-daughter type thing.
Hmm.
But she's is handling the people that come through for the tourist season that are not very nice, and
Yes.
a good chunk of them are just rude individuals that think that they can do things that they shouldn't try to do, like take advantage of a young lady or like hurt an old person, stuff like that, especially the natives that live there. It could even be visiting tourists. Like their regular
Yeah.
tourists are nice and sweet, and then you got that one guy that's a complete turd and just being hateful and mean. Well, she handles that with her good
Oh boy,
old
does she.
with her wood chipper.
Cookie
So,
Monster.
Cookie Monster the wood chipper. I
Cookie
love the
Monster the wood
nicknames
chipper.
that came
I
through all this
freaking love
too.
it. And she teaches her pet crow Morpheus. C is for cookies.
Hmm.
And he sings it, and it's beautiful.
And she calls her pet Morpheus a pretty murder bird. So he's like, pretty murder bird. Say it too. So I want
Yes.
to see this in a show, a
Oh
movie. I
my
want this in a
God,
movie. It
yes.
would be amazing.
It would be so good. And so the bird also eats human parts. So she chops them up with Cookie Monster the wood chipper to feed to her bird. And
Hmm.
she's also a gardener. So she also uses it as
Yeah.
excellent fertilizer, award-winning gardener in her
Hmm.
area.
Hmm.
She that's
Secret
her job. She
ingredient,
takes
body
care of
part.
Arthur's estate. And boy, has she really found the secret to a healthy garden.
Yes, she did. Uh,
Maybe don't take any like zucchinis from her if she offers you any, but like the
yeah, I
flowers are
don't know
nice.
about that. I don't know how I feel. I feel like it'd be zombie veggies or something.
Zombie veggies. I
Yeah,
like that.
Veggie Tales, but zombified.
Veggie Tales at night
After dark.
after dark. Larry the cucumber comes back.
Run away. Or, don't eat it because then you won't have, you lose your life and become the undead. All that stuff. So it's pretty wild. But it's a funny
Okay.
wild because it's just comical. But it's also kind of like you understand where she's coming from because one of the
Yeah.
things she's offing was apparently just he hadn't been caught yet really for doing some bad stuff, but he was definitely a bad guy. Like he was
Yes.
trying to take advantage of some girls and some other
Yes.
stuff too. And so she caught on to it and found out more stuff.
Bye.
We don't want that here. Toodaloo, would old Cookie Monster wants you.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's basically what she says. So she's like going through the motions with that. And then
Whew. What's
here
his name?
comes Nolan.
Nolan.
I'm
You're
sorry.
like, say the name.
I
Really
was
bad
like,
with
say
names.
the name. No, I was like, I just blanked because I thought of the narrator. I was like, that's not his name. I'm doing well here. What about you? Can
I
you,
think it's Nolan.
huh?
It is Nolan,
It is Nolan. So I was right. Oh my God.
isn't it?
Wait.
Now I'm second
We're
guessing
doing
it.
so well in this podcast. We're forgetting things. Nolan. It is Nolan. Oh my
Yeah.
God. All right.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it's
JK.
Nolan.
That was a test. No, it wasn't.
We failed it.
We
Did
both
you?
failed. I was like, wait,
Um,
Nolan? Look, I just came from a
I know, Eric
bash with
Nolan.
Eric Nolan, who did her previous books as a narrator, so I was getting confused. I had
I
valid,
know,
I
because
feel
we
like that's a
literally were
valid
just
reason to
talking
get
about
confused.
him, and we do know the books that we read. We were just talking a ton about Eric Nolan and
Yeah, so
other
I feel like that I should
Bren
say
Weaver
that.
books. We should
Like,
say that. Just a little redeeming quality. We do know what we're talking about
like there's a
sometimes.
reason why I got it confused. Okay, so to enter Nolan, who
Oh, I
kind
love
of
his
similar to
backstory.
Harper and the whole killing for retribution and or protection. So although his is a bit
He's
more
got a
revenge-esque.
his is very revenge-esque, and I love that he scrapbooks.
Yeah.
It's just a
Well,
shout out to the men who scrapbook. Go you.
what I loved about it is that he used to be a paramedic.
Yes,
I thought that was an interesting take because he
I did
had
too.
actual real life experience with really seeing the darker side of humanity.
Darker
And it
side
didn't
and
really corrupt
protecting
him.
people from that. No, it didn't. And that my best friend is she used to be a paramedic, an EMT, and she works with animals now because that just ruins you. She was a EMT right at the height of COVID, and she would tell me stories about just the things that those people see.
Yeah,
And
like,
somehow he didn't let it ruin him. But then he had this horrible accident where he loses his brother.
yeah.
That
But
was really, really
it's so
sad.
much more than that too.
It's much, much more than that.
Before we get into that real quick, I
But
identified with that a lot because I did do EMT school up until COVID happened, and then COVID like
yeah,
shut school down, and I couldn't continue it because now my kids are home and I couldn't go.
you can't
And then
go
I
out and
also
get
ended up
COVID,
getting
bring that
pregnant, so it
home.
was the whole thing. Like I couldn't, so I ended up just withdrawing. But I saw my fair share. I saw the build up to COVID and what that looked like. I did
Yeah,
ride-alongs in Dallas and saw stuff. Yeah, and ride-alongs with the ambulance in Dallas and
in
the
big cities like that. Yeah,
so
she worked at ambulance
I
in
saw a lot of
Tulsa.
stuff. I saw a lot of sort of like the darker side of humanity for sure, and what people say, do, and how they treat each other. It's just
Yes,
so I
it is a
identified with
very
him quite a bit,
no, it's a job that can jade you very, very much. And
very
Nolan
fast,
did
very
not let
fast.
it jade
Yeah,
him.
up
But I think it's an
until
interesting juxtaposition of his role prior
hmm
of being an EMT, being a healer, and then we kind of go the opposite way.
yeah, up until that accident. So we've already said the spoilers for this. So we'll just reveal it because it's a big plot point, and I
This is a
don't think
big
we can
plot
get
point.
around
Yeah,
it.
I don't
Uh,
either.
so basically, what happens? Like him and his brother were hiking, and some assholes in a car decided to not pay attention. I think they were drunk, if I remember correctly. They were just
I
coming from a
believe so.
party and just weren't paying attention and hit him and his brother, killed his brother. The Nolan lived barely. He had to go through like extensive
Barely
therapy, like extensive therapy.
serious physical therapy after to just get to be able to walk again. Yeah.
Yeah. And it scarred him and it completely changed because he saw them. He saw the driver and he saw
He
who the
saw
other
the
two were.
people.
And so he's made it his mission. He went and hunted him
Yeah.
down. The scrapbook is his little treasure trove of who he's taken. So think of it
Yeah.
like Hannibal Lecter with body parts to eat, but instead of him eating it, he just keeps his scrapbook.
In a scrapbook. Their skin in a
Hmm.
scrapbook.
Yep, very much that. So
I mean,
he keeps mementos of his
yes.
victims, but at the same time, are
Reminded
they
me of
victims?
Lark so much of that. Like he's a scrapbooker, he's crafting. When I read that, we got to read the trigger warning page because we always read her trigger warnings just because they're so fantastic. But when I got to the scrapbooking one, I laughed out loud. I was like, I can't wait for this.
Hmm.
Do you have it there? I can't remember
Yes, I
what it
do.
says, but it's
Well,
like
let me read these.
yeah. Every time she writes, like her writing's brilliant, but I absolutely adore her trigger warnings list. There, even then, you can see the humor.
Okay. Content and trigger warnings. As much as tourist season is a dark romantic comedy and will hopefully make you laugh through the madness, it's still dark. Please read responsibly. So here we go. Wood chippers, creative use of bird feeders, eyeballs, and
It's true.
also eye sockets this time. Ugh, I know. If you've been with me for a while, I think we both resign ourselves to this one for the foreseeable future. Pun intended. Lawn aerators, scrapbooking, but make it murdery. Gardening, but make that murdery too. Stalking and voyeurism, breaking and entering, including theft, reference to physical and psychological torture, drowning, hamburgers. I'm sorry. I just think it was going to happen and then it just happened. Birds that enjoy human snacks. Vehicular collisions, a plethora of weapons, including axes, knives, guns, needles, chainsaws, garrets, and three-hole punches. I'm gonna have to go back and reread that three-hole punch part. Explicit language and blasphemy. Murdery
I love
use
how
of ropes.
blasphemy is a trigger warning.
Let's see, that is different. Sexy use of ropes. I'm sorry. Murdery use of ropes, and then rebel art below it. Sexy use of ropes. Medical settings and details including trauma response, activities, CPR, hospitals, and long-term recovery. Explicit sexual content, including BDSM, brat tamer kink, impact play, rough sex, adult toys, pain play, and mild knife play. That is a story of two serial killers falling in love, so expect general murder and mayhem. And there's like a log paragraph. I'm not going to read that, but that's
No,
just
but
the
I
trigger
love,
warning.
I just love scrapbook, but make it murdery.
Yes, gardening, but make that murdery too.
Murdery too.
Like should just be on a shirt.
She's so funny. I
I
seriously, if she sold her trigger warnings as a t-shirt, Ren Weaver, this is your idea. Take it. I would buy that t-shirt.
yeah, same. I would buy
Actually, I really
that.
want to. I want a shirt that says "Pretty Murder Bird."
I'm pretty sure they made a hat or something similar to that because I've seen circulations of it. I just don't
I'm gonna
know
have to look.
if it's her licensed stuff or is it just fan made stuff. So that's the only
Who
thing.
knows?
So
But
anyway, let's move on with what we got going on here. So he's basically murder scrapbooking his revenge killings because that just awakens some things. I'm watching his brother die and watching these people just drive away because he remembers hearing them argue if they should stay or not, and they
yeah,
didn't stay. And it was just they could. I think his brother might have been like briefly alive. He could have been actually
he
been.
was briefly alive. I don't think that he would have made it from like the trauma it sounded like he had.
But the fact that they just abandoned them,
Hmm.
that's not okay. So
No,
he went hunting. And so he found, I think there's
he
four
did.
total. He fourth, three out of the four, and he's looking
Yes,
for the fourth. So he's at Cape Carnage,
he's
searching for
looking for
that
the
last one.
driver.
Yes, searching for the last one. And he arrives, and Harper is out, doing her little daily routines. A little
Yep.
murder here, some gardening there. Here you go, murder bird. Here's a little snacky snack. And then she's out doing some errands for Arthur. And then she
Love
goes
it.
into the
Just a
coffee
normal
shop.
day in Cape
Cape
Carnage,
Carnage. I mean, it's very fitting. Kind of just blends
right?
in well. And then she runs into Nolan. And the
Yes.
sparks fly. There's an intensity there.
Hmm.
Maybe there's
It's
some
like
tension.
they're like, oh, look at you.
Oh,
Look
look at
at
that.
you.
Oh.
Hmm.
Until he learns her name. And then he's
Uh-oh.
like, wait a minute. So,
You son of a bitch.
yeah. So again, spoilers. Uh, Harper, the name Harper and the person Harper that he thinks
Harper
he
Sterling.
is the person that was driving the vehicle that
Yes.
killed him, that killed his brother and really severely damaged him. So his immediate reaction was like, "Oh," and she even senses it, like something changed, and she doesn't know what it is because she's not Harper, like not the one that
She's
he thinks
not
she is
Harper.
anyway.
She's Harper, but she's not the Harper. She took Harper's name.
Yes.
And we still don't know the whole Harper story. And I cannot wait for the next book because I need to know. Um, but that was one of the few things that whole story with Harper and Harper 2.0
Yeah.
um, has not been brought around full circle yet. Like, you know
Uh-huh.
what ends up happening, but you don't know how that ended up. So, yeah. But Harper 2.0 was there that night.
Yes, Harper 2.0 was there. And then the other thing is like he's still attracted to her. So he's kind of warring with himself because he doesn't know her full story either. Like it's very
No.
much about attraction. And
Hmm.
then once he realizes who he thinks that she is anyway, he gets kind of pissed. And so,
Yeah, he's like, I'm supposed to like you.
but it's also weirdly possessive at the same because he has just that, when you meet someone and you just know you're going to have that great connection. He's
Yes.
getting that with her and he's pissed off about it. So,
Because he's there to kill her.
yeah, he's there to kill her, and
He's like,
then
well, this is
but I
inconvenient.
but I have a thing for her. Like this is frustrating. So I forget. Well, okay, he was watching her. Basically, he's stalking her, learning her habits
Yes.
from day to day, and he sees another person hug her, another man. Instantly gets jealous, can't handle it.
He's like,
This is
who are
where
you,
the bird
buddy?
feeder warning comes into play.
Honestly, zero notes on that.
Extremely creative. It's very creative.
Very creative.
So he kills Adam, which is the guy's name. I think that's his name, or Jack or something like that.
No, it
Some
Adam was
character.
the boyfriend.
Yeah, the ex-boyfriend. So it's not Adam. I think it was Jack.
No, Jake,
Jake.
same friend.
Just
I have no
some
idea.
random person that
Thing.
made the mistake
Some random
of hugging
guy.
Harper that
Well,
apparently
hugging
was
her,
already being a bit
but
much.
he's a creep. This
Yeah.
man is a creep, so we're okay with it.
Because
Because,
he also ended up like following Harper home, and Harper was uh
Harper was just trying to have a lovely night at home alone with her electronic toy.
yep. And both of them were listening in. Granted, uh I will say strangely enough, Nolan was actually respectful,
Nolan was respectful.
whereas the other guy not so much.
That is not, no, he was
No.
creepy. He was
Yeah,
like
and apparently he
whipping it
had
out in her garden.
his first venture
Mm-mm.
for what they
Nope.
gathered, from what he gathered. So Nolan's like, I'm just gonna leave her a little present. To try to be mean and vindictive and to see her reaction because he's like, I don't like this girl. But he likes this girl because he's protecting her from this group. But I don't like this girl. It was such a funny back and forth of that.
I love
Like
that.
this girl, but I like this girl. But I don't like this girl. It was so
I
funny.
love the part where he's like, oh, I shouldn't be, hanging out with a woman I'm going to kill. Or like, I was supposed to kill. I'm going to kill her.
Hmm. It's like
Are
the
you?
Pirate
Were you
Roberts
there?
from Princess Bride.
Yes.
All right,
Oh,
Wesley, kill you in the morning. Like that's kind of like the vibes that we were getting here. It's like he's like, I gotta kill her, but I don't want to right now.
I'll do
uh,
it tomorrow.
so
So he
she,
offs this guy.
yeah, she wakes up. Would you like to say what happens?
Oh, I love this so much. So she's having her coffee, goes out on the porch, lovely morning with her little pretty murder bird, and looks over, and this man's head is attached to her bird feeder.
And
And
no
she
one's
is like,
watching.
Nolan's watching for her reaction. And she is like, well, that wasn't there last night. Takes the head off and thinks that this is something that Arthur had done.
Yep.
Because Arthur is also a serial deleter, as Bren would say. Love him.
Uh-huh.
But there's nothing worse than a serial deleter who is slowly losing his mind. So she's trying to protect Arthur and
Hmm.
protect the town and finds this head on her bird feeder. And she was like, ah, shit, Arthur.
Yeah. That was her
And no
first thought.
is like, why are you not freaking out about this? There's a head on a bird feeder. Like,
He's just like shocked at
this
her
is
whole
not,
reaction. And
yeah,
it's
he
like,
was like, this is not
what?
what I expected to happen. But he's
Yeah.
also intrigued, like,
Like, is there more
what's
here that I
this?
don't know? Like, what? And
Hmm.
then,
I love that scene because her friend comes over
hmm
at this time and he's there. He's got the guy's hands.
hmm
She's holding his head.
Wait,
The
wait,
friend,
wait. You
okay.
didn't explain. Nolan had popped out because he was so pissed off about her reaction.
Hmm.
Nolan's there now in this.
Because he's
Oh,
like, come on, I went through all this trouble and I'm not even gonna get a scream.
and she's like, why did you do this? Like, it's still not phasing her about the whole decapitation. She's holding the head and he's
No,
like
she's like
waving hands at her.
waving hands.
It's just, it's such a horror comedic moment because
It's
I'm like, you
so
got
funny.
blah, blah,
You've got
blah.
hands, she's got the head, and then all of a sudden the friend comes in and she's like holding the head, like, this is fine, everything is fine. And then she was like, "Oh, you're gonna be part of the race this year? You're gonna make a car?" Because like everybody craft a corpse and she's holding a head and he's got hands. And
Yeah.
they were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
they
that's
say.
exactly what we were doing. This is fake blood." Uh, I was laughing so hard that whole scene because like only in this town would it be normal for two people to be standing in a garden, one holding severed hands, one holding a severed head, and somebody being like, "Oh, this you just picked this up at the store, craft a corpse, didn't you?" Yep.
Yep.
I just freaking love it.
That's what this was. Yes, that's what that
It was
was.
just brilliant. That whole scene was brilliant, and I loved it. I want to craft a
Uh,
corpse, like
it
a
it was
spooky Michaels.
fantastic. And then, it goes from there, of course.
Yes.
I don't want, I feel
Oh,
like,
wait, we have to say Arthur has a grandson. So Arthur
yeah,
had a daughter. The daughter was murdered on the property, leaving behind her son. And there's a serial killer called
La Plume.
La Plume. Love that name. Um, and now there's these other people, there's like, the internet vigilantes that like get involved and they're like, if you suck, I'll solve this case myself. And it's a cold case. So there's some people that come to town looking for La Plume and thinking that Arthur is La Plume. And they think that he offed his own daughter.
It's just
No,
really sad because it
it's really
destroyed
sad.
him.
It absolutely destroyed his life.
And he became a serial killer because of that, to
Hmm.
protect the town, so nobody else would go through that. Well,
Yep.
here's the other thing
And
too.
oh, brilliant.
There's so much in this book. I don't want to give too much away, even though we are giving quite a bit. But let's just say because of the vigilantes, what is that? Vigilantes,
Vigilantes.
the vigilantes and their little group, they do make it more complicated for Nolan and Harper.
Very
So
complicated.
there, there is different
Tension.
situations, we'll say, that lead them to have to work together, essentially. Because
Yes.
she finally learns that he hates her, but she doesn't fully get it till a little later, like why.
No, and
Um,
she won't even tell him the truth because she's like, "Well, I was there that night and I did leave you for dead." So yeah,
but it
sure.
wasn't Harper.
But she's not Harper.
So that's the
So
thing. Like it's a
that was an
different.
interesting thing. But she kind of was like, "Yeah, I guess that's fair." And so never tells him because she's like, "Your feelings are valid. I hope you feel
Yeah.
validated, Nolan."
Well, I don't think she necessarily left him for dead. I think she thought he was dead
Yeah, I think she thought they were dead and
because she saw what those four people did, and she began her journey of a serial deleter
of that night.
that night. So we
Yeah.
don't know what exactly happened, but we do know that she killed the real Harper and she took her identity. So I I will say that just because it's going to get confusing trying to keep up
Yes,
with this.
it is.
So
So Autumn,
so Autumn from Blackbird, Butcher and Blackbird, you
the
need to,
one
I'm
in the
not,
yes,
yeah.
just read that because she's got a whole arc that you're gonna want to know about. But you hear about her boyfriend Adam. They were very, very close. They went on this trip together. Some really bad things happen. Adam is dead, and she is
She survived,
not.
barely.
She survived barely, psychologically
No,
screwed
it
up.
destroyed her and it changed
Yeah,
her life. So she went to Cape Carnage to escape, met Arthur, and became the serial killer mentee. And he was her mentor, and she just loves him and takes care of him. And then Luca does his thing too. I secretly think he's also a killer.
so do I. He goes out of town way too much.
Yeah, I don't think he knows that Arthur's one. I don't think he knows that Harper is one, but he
But
does,
I
but
think he's
he's
one.
not telling them that he's one.
Yeah,
It's kind
exactly.
of a funny little, it's very similar to Leather and Lark, where Lark was one, but
Yep.
Sloane didn't realize Lark was one for a little
I
while.
know.
So
I love
it's
it.
kind of that kind of dynamic of going
It
on
does
there.
have that vibe, doesn't it? I
Yeah.
can't wait
So,
for the next book. I will say this book ends on a massive cliffhanger. So if you're somebody that literally cannot deal with that, just then wait till the rest of the books come out because it is a massive cliffhanger
yeah,
and I
I don't
need to
know
know what
how much
happens.
more we should actually say.
I won't say more about that. I that's such a big part of the end of the book
Yeah.
and I that at that moment I was like, no.
Yeah. So
So there's a moment. Read it. but know that it does end on a very, very
Very
big
big
cliffhanger.
cliffhanger.
So if you
This is a
can't handle
series.
that, it's going to be
She's
a series,
making this three parts. It's not going to be a
three
one series.
parts, and I know, and it's all about the same
Yeah,
couple.
it's all about the same couple because she said, I remember in
It
either
was,
in,
I
I
said,
think
I
it
think
was
it was
you
an
told
interview.
me. I don't remember, but it was something was said
It was
that
an interview. Yeah.
she couldn't just make them fit in one story like she could the
Yes.
previous set.
She
She's had to make
exactly.
the yeah, say
I
all
watched that
both the whole story.
interview. She was like, I kept trying to bring them together sooner, and it just wasn't working. And so I think it was like she called her editor and was like, this is just going to have to be 3 books. And
Hmm.
I'm sure that editor was like, "Ugh, what a bummer.
Yeah, dang.
Oh, darn, Bren. 2 extra books I wasn't planning on. What will we do now?
The other thing is they do get together, but it is a more spicier get
It's
together.
very, it is very spicy.
It's very good spice,
And
but she
it's
still isn't
really, really
honest with
good.
him. So don't expect all of the loose ends to be tied neatly at the
No,
end for sure, because there's a lot.
very few loose ends are tied up at the end. But in all of this, just read the book because yeah, they have some things happen. They have to work together and essentially to protect Arthur.
Yeah, because he actually
And
likes
she makes a
Arthur,
deal. Everybody likes Arthur.
but
Arthur's a
he
good guy.
but he's also
Misunderstood
losing
serial
it, and he
killer.
sees that too, and he feels
I
for
know.
he's still arguing with himself because he still thinks it's Harper. So that's
Yeah, he
kind of where
doesn't know
yeah, he
throughout the
doesn't
whole
know at
book.
all. So
Yeah,
that's where
he
it's
doesn't know.
so that's this is one of the reasons why it's so good is because this little intricate detail is really like a good turning point later,
Yes.
which I'm excited to see the next book on Nolan's
Oh, I
perspective
can't
on
wait.
that and how that's going to change. And then from there, what about Arthur? And then what is whenever Arthur finds out about another aspect that we learn at the end?
Yes.
And then like and is he going to be there enough to see the ending
To
of that?
to see the
And
end.
there's a
Yes.
lot left open. And I don't want to spoil it. I feel like we said a lot already that kind of get wants you to want you want to read this book anyway.
I hope so. Yes.
But yeah,
There's a lot between Arthur, this mysterious person called LaPlume. Is it Arthur? Is it not Arthur? If it's not Arthur, who is it? And, all of this stuff. Now we've got these vigilantes in town, and she's trying to protect Arthur because they're getting close and
and then
too
she's
close.
also trying to protect Nolan because now Nolan's kind of seeing little
Because she
stuff.
likes him.
She likes him, but now she does learn why he hates her, and then she doesn't tell him that like it's there's so many
There's
layers
so much in this book.
of complex situations in this book, more so than any of the other ones.
Yeah, which I can
More way
see
way
knowing all that, why she couldn't just wrap this up in one book. And I'm
yeah.
really glad because I can't imagine losing out on any in the information that we read.
Because even how long was this book? Like 300 or 400 pages?
Yeah, so like that.
That's pretty solid. Hang on. Look,
It's a good sized book, and you're only a third of the way through the story. So just know you are, it's Bren Weaver. You're going to have a great time. That's all really you need to know.
hang on. Let me make sure that I'm reading the right part because I can't tell. Isobar. Ah, I was like, this has to be a bonus chapter. Okay. So it's like 371 pages.
It's a solid book.
Hmm. And that's with the epilogue. There's a bonus
You
chapter at the
will,
end. I don't know if this bonus chapter actually is included in the regular book. Now that I think about it, this is a special edition from Barnes and Noble. So I don't know
okay,
if the
that's where you got
bonus
that.
chapter
Yeah, I
is
want the pretty
in
one.
the regular one. So forever warning. That is one thing I'm noticing here in the last like few months since all the sprayed edges stuff has become so popular. You're gonna get like 6 different versions. So you need to pay
Yeah,
attention which one you get if you want one with art, a bonus chapter, sprayed edges, because each one,
it's
the
a lot of
Barnes,
options.
yeah, Barnes and Noble's doing a sprayed edge, Books a Million will do one, and then they'll each have signed copies, but then they'll have different ones. The signed copies will have a different bonus chapter than this one. Like it's a whole thing. So you really need to pay attention to which book that you're getting because it's
Yeah.
becoming quite a thing. Because I think Nevessa Allen, who they're Bren Weaver and her are friends, uh, she announced her new book, Game On, the third part of her in the Darkness series.
Yeah.
That's gonna have six different kinds of books, versions.
God, how do they even keep that straight?
I don't know, but I'm just letting y'all know, like, make
I'm
sure
here for
you
it. Make sure you
pre-order the
look for the
right
line,
one.
look at all of your options.
But I will tell you,
Pick out
like,
the
some
one
of
you
them will
want.
sell out because Target will have its own thing too, and so will
Target always
Walmart.
sells out. Walmart will have one. Yeah.
Walmart has a special one, and then Target will have a special one. Like Target for Rena Kent's, what is it called?
Oh yeah, we were both
Venom.
trying to find that. I couldn't find a special edition copy near me.
Yeah, like I forgot what it's called, like Sweet Venom or something. One of the Venom. It's a new Venom series that she's writing. They had their own version. They had their own spread
Yeah.
edges version. They had the regular one that came out for everybody, and then they had their own. So it's like it's
Yeah.
every store could be doing something different. So really, really pay attention to which one you get. So this one has a bonus chapter and it has the sprayed edges. I don't
Yes.
think the regular one has the bonus chapter. So
I don't think mine did, but I listened to it. I did buy the book pre-order, but then I gave my book to my friend because I want to get the special edition and I didn't get a special edition pre-ordered, but I did listen to it. So I don't think that one had the bonus chapter. At least I don't believe so.
yeah, so that's why it's important. Like you pay attention to which one you get. So yeah, Tour Season by Bryn Weaver,
Oh God.
the
Hands down a
Seasons
five
of
out of five.
Carnage trilogy. That's what she's calling it. Seasons of Carnage.
Amazing. I will devour every book this woman ever writes.
I really hope I get to meet her. I didn't get to go to
I would love to meet her.
the book event that she had here. One, it was just a tough weekend for me to try to make it.
Yeah.
Two, I just wasn't sure. Some of these, yeah, there's a lot of book events going on, but some of these, I don't know how these are going to go. How does this look? A lot of them it's their first time doing it too. So that's the other
Yeah.
thing. So it's always going to be like some hiccups.
Is
Um,
she going to the Boston one? The what is it? Sinners and
I Sinners and
something?
Stardust, yeah, she's
Yeah.
going to that. So she will be there.
Man, I wish I could go to the ball for that one,
I
but
think they're going to sell the tickets for 2027 sometime soon. Or maybe they only do it in October. I don't know.
they just put the ones out for 2026 like a week and a half ago,
And
I
they already
think,
sold
and it's
out.
already sold out. The ball's so you can get the general admission. Um, but like all the big event ones, like the ball sold out. The like really top tier tickets are gone.
Yeah, I don't see that working then. So we would have, yeah.
I don't know, maybe if we get really cool really quick, we'll be like, you guys want to
We have like
go?
100,000 followers. That would be
Oh
amazing.
no,
And I
so
would
that
probably
we can go
faint.
to fun
And
events.
they just, if they, I don't, they wouldn't invite us because I know they closed out a lot of that. So
Yeah,
maybe for
that's all pretty much decided.
2027, it seems like it's going to be the year where we travel a lot. Because
God. Well, that's good. That gives me
2026,
time to
I'm going for
convince
stuff
my
that's close
manager I
by.
need a raise.
Yeah, I'm going for stuff close by. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to a lot of stuff far away, but we'll see.
No.
Who knows? But yes, all right. Taurus season, Bryn Weaver, we love her. Shout out,
It's
Bryn. You're awesome. We love you. We love your book.
brilliant. I love everything you've ever read. I don't have any critiques for you. You're fabulous. Just keep being fabulous. And thank you for the
Yes.
mascots in every book.
Yes. Thank you so much. We love every aspect of it, and I'm very excited
Everything.
about the next couple books for this series, this
Oh,
trilogy.
I can't wait.